Okay, I am really excited. We have Dr. Lorraine Day for 12 weeks with the New Truth series, the Book of Revelation. So many people have asked me, what qualifies you to be with Dr. Day during this class of the Book of Revelation? Absolutely nothing. There is nothing about me that qualifies me to be with Dr. Lorraine Day. I'm just lucky to be with her doing this. But I will say that I am I studied the Bible through Bible Study Fellowship. For those of you who are BSFers, I studied for 7 years. Also led a Bible study, and I absolutely love God's Word. To me, it was like parameters. It gave me parameters in my life so that I knew what path to take. So that is my journey with God's Word. But it's been a while since I've actually picked up the Bible and been in the Word every day. So when Dr. Lorraine Day accepted this, I was thrilled. But there's the question that you might be asking. Dr. Lorraine Day, world famous orthopedic surgeon, she healed herself from cancer, late stage cancer, and she's known for her formula for, actually not her formula, God's formula for a life that she changed her life to 100%. So Dr. Day, again, thank you for your time and donating the proceeds to the classroom as well. What qualifies you to lead this study?
Well, I have been asked what qualifies me to even talk about cancer by my fellow
Love
surgeons.
it.
There's one psychiatrist who is a bit of a gadfly who says that I'm not even allowed to talk about cancer because I'm not an oncologist. Well, of course, he is a psychiatrist, so how does he talk about cancer? The real thing is that I developed cancer because I didn't know how to live, eat, and handle stress. In order to find out how to reverse my cancer, all I had to do was to search for the Lord with all my heart and follow his way. You see, studying the Bible does not come from intellectual superiority. It comes from not only obedience, but having an open heart for the Lord. So when I developed cancer, as a surgeon, I already knew that doctors don't know how to cure any disease. And I'm going to say that again. Doctors don't know how to cure any disease. And people say, oh, well, look at antibiotics. No, they don't. Antibiotics do not cure infections. Antibiotics kill bacteria. Every doctor has had patients die in the ICU when they're on the right antibiotic for the right disease. But if a person doesn't have enough immune system left, they die. So when I developed cancer, I developed breast cancer. I knew that I didn't develop breast cancer because I had too many breasts, so cutting them off would not help me. I knew that both chemo and radiation actually destroy your immune system, and so I wasn't going to do those. So I tried a number of alternatives, but then I realized as I was studying the Bible, and I had the greatest motivation to study the Bible because I was going to die. And I had 2 young sons that needed their mother, and I needed to find out how to get well. And the only doctor in the world who gives you 100% guarantee that you'll be well if you do it his way is God. And he says, if you follow my laws, my commandments, and my decrees, I will keep you free from every disease. No doctor will give you anywhere near that guarantee. So I started studying the Bible with all my heart. Now, I was 56 at the time I was diagnosed with cancer. I was raised in a Christian family that did a lot of studying of the Bible. So I had already studied the Bible for about 20 years. And from an intellectual viewpoint, I knew a lot about Revelation because I had studied Daniel and Revelation and the whole Bible for 20 years. So I knew it from an intellectual viewpoint. But when I got to know the Lord, and I had to get to know the Lord and give him everything of my life in order for him to open my mind so I could learn how to get well, then I started understanding the Bible. And I have studied the book of Revelation, of course, not every day, but I've studied the book of Revelation significantly and often for 30 years, plus the 20 years that I studied it before. So that's 50 years of the study of Revelation. And I have read many, many books about Revelation, and the Bible tells us what Revelation means, but we have to study it. There aren't many people anymore who are really studying the Bible. I have studied the Bible very diligently for at least 30 years because, again, I wanted to learn how to get well. And then afterwards, I realized that this is the most profound book ever written in the history of the world. And as you study it more and more, you see the problem is that every denomination believes what their founders taught them. If it was founded 400 years ago, they believe that. If it was founded 200 years ago, they believe that. Nobody ever learns anything new from the Bible. I learn new things from the Bible every few weeks. And so, but the problem is people aren't studying it. So I have studied it. And you say, well, did you go to seminary? No. But I will tell you, I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. He didn't go to seminary either. See, and nobody believed that he was the Messiah. And many of my colleagues don't even believe that I could get well from cancer the way I got well from cancer. But we can even discuss that a tiny bit during the Revelation series as far as how God opens a mind to truth. And you see, when I realized that doctors don't know how to get people well from cancer, I had to go elsewhere. I didn't go to a church. Churches are full of people who are sick and dying. I went to the Lord. And that's where we all have to go. So God opens the mind of a honest, God-seeking heart to understand truth. If the churches knew God well, then there would be nobody sick there. There would be nobody sick. Because God tells us, if you follow my laws, my commandments, my decrees, I'll keep you free from every disease. Churches do not understand that. So why would we think that they would understand the book of Revelation?
I'm telling you, Dr. Day, every time I sit with you to prepare for this study, I get more and more excited. And whenever I mention it to people, they have the same excitement that we have, which is, it's been a while since I've turned to my best friend, to turn to God. We've been so deluded in the media. We've been trained to not even listen to the God within us. It's been kind of a little bit of a desert for many of us. And I'm so grateful to you. I'm grateful to all of you. If you have never picked up God's word or you're a scholar, this is the study for you. I want to make sure that all feel welcome. And if you would like to learn more, go to whenyouneedafriend.com and we'll get you all what you need to get started. So once again, we look forward to doing these 12 weeks with you. And Dr. Day, so excited. Thank you, Dr. Day.